Looney Farm Guy here with a new mod test for Farming Simulator 22. This is for all platforms, PC, Mac, and console. I'm on PS5 on Rock Crawl for this demonstration and test. And this is Tank Containers by Hispano. So you may recall this is goes along with the grain containers and there's a whole package of items that comes with it. I will explain. There is a couple of recommended mods also by Hispano that will make this the use of this particular mod much more easier, and you will see why in a moment. Now, first of all, let's find this in our store. It's under Tools and Miscellaneous. Once you have downloaded this mod, they will appear here. And we have the, well, we're going to call it small or 20 to 25 foot tank container, 30 to 35, and 40 to 45. So those are the three sizes. As you can see down there at the bottom, we have a real size of 23,800, and it goes up a little bit from there. Or we have the unreal size of up to 150,000 liters. So we have options. We have a real and an unreal option for those of you who like the one or the other. The medium size are 30 foot, 35 foot one, 36,400 up to 200,000 liters. And then the largest 40 to 45 foot container, 49.2 for real, and 250,000 liters for the unreal capacity. Let's just look at the largest one. They're all exactly the same except for the sizes. And I will try to be very logical and clear as to what you need when it comes to using these. First of all, you get the real 40 foot. So that's just a standard real type 40 foot tank container, shall we say. Well, that's what it's called. We have the 40 foot unreal. So we go from 49,200 to 220,000 liters, right? Okay. Then we have the 45 foot high cube real at 57.4. The 40 foot high cube unreal at 230,000. Then the 45 foot real, 55.5, 40, and then the 45 foot unreal. So you don't get a tall one, you just get the 45 foot the real or the 45 foot unreal at 240,000 liters. Okay. Then 45 foot high cube reel, 64.7. Yes, there it is. And then the 250,000. So plenty to choose from even within each container, and back down the 40 foot. So for this demonstration, I have chosen the 45 foot high cube. I believe it was high cube, unreal, or real or unreal. I can't remember which. Well, we will see, because I have them here. 45 foot high cube, yeah, in the unreal capacity. So they're all the high cube unreal capacity. I have three of them here. The small, medium, and large in the unreal capacity. They all operate exactly the same except for the sizes. Now, before we go any further, if you are going to use these, I would recommend also getting the tipping container trailer pack by Hispano. That includes all the trailers that are matched to this, as well as the Lizard Crane SMV 4531 TCS. This is a platinum DLC platinum container adapter. We don't need to know about that right now. That's just for the platinum DLC containers. Now, Crane SMV. This is a specially designed. It's in wheel loaders. And so we'll find that in wheel loaders when you download it. You go to wheel loaders, and here it is, the Crane SMV. So we have the 25 foot high cube container. When you go to buy the wheel loader, we have a choice, top right corner, the 20, 30, or 40, or the 25, 35, or 45. You have to have, if you have the 20-foot configuration, you cannot pick up the 25-foot container. Okay? So when you're buying the containers, either go with evens or odds all around. Don't mix and match. Don't get a 25-foot container and a 40-foot one. If you're going with a 25, go with a 45, go with a 35. If you're going with a 20, go with a 30 and a 40, because all these things they don't mix and match. You have to match them all. Same thing goes with the trailers. Once you download the trailers, you'll find them in trailers. Now I have a full video of the grain containers, which also includes, well, I have a full video with this and the other one there too, but notice at the top, 20-foot or 20-foot tension belts. Yeah, don't worry about that. You got a bunch of 20-foot options, and then you have the 25-foot option. So if you're getting the 25-foot small container, get the 25-foot Lizard 25-foot truck. Right? Okay. Now on to picking it up. Now you can pick them up with other means, forklift or whatever, and other means, and struggle it on there, and you can put it onto a trailer that has straps. That will work kind of too. I'm not testing that because they weren't really designed to work that way. They were designed to work all together, and so I am going to show them working all together. We're going to start this now. L1. So because I have a 25-foot, a 35 and a 45, I have the 25, 35. So the smallest one is, actually, if you see it, I'm pressing the X button. If I press it once, it's going to move to the 35 foot. And then what if I want the 45 foot? Well, L1 and left on the D-pad will extend it all the way out to the largest size. So because I have the smallest one, you want the smallest size. It's very easy to pick up. The operation of the crane itself is very much like a front loader, or maybe more like the crane on a wood. Yeah, I have a full video on this one too. Just look up the item name. Right, so as you pull up, you can it will automatically attach. Just press X, and there we are. We are attached to the container. To load it onto the truck, there is one thing you must know. This is actually the back. And no, wait a minute. That is the back, because that's how I took it off. This one might actually go on both ways. This one, yeah, I don't think there's the oh, I see, now I know why. The grain containers had an end that it dumped off of. These do not. So I think they actually go on either way. You don't have to orient them. Oops. So all you have to do is kind of get them over top, and then press X, and it drops the container on there. As we move back, we back away, jump in our truck, and as you notice, we already get the attached Lizard 25-foot high cube. Press X, and it attaches. Now, I would recommend, there is one thing that you should probably do, and that's once you have attached the trailer, go to L1, press X to open the twist locks, and those, oh, start the engine. Okay, start the engine. L1 and X opens the twist locks. So now it's open. Then you need to press X again and lock them. And I think At least with the grain containers, that was necessary, because it kind of, well, activates it, shall we say? Right, now we have a container. What does it hold? Well, we were looking at it before, but I will show you exactly right now what it holds. And it holds herbicide, diesel exhaust fluid, slurry, water, milk, liquid fertilizer, digestate, and back to herbicide. So let's put slurry in it for a moment. And this is going to take a minute. So let's go and go over to these two. So now these two, I have different component. I got load and unload. Oh, unloading. Let's show you something. It's locked. I have it locked down here. Let me show you what happens if you try to pick it up when it's locked on. We'll see if we even get the no, so we're not even getting the indicator that we can until we jump in, start it up, L1 and X. It opens those locks. Now it's open. Oh, okay. Will we still have it actually attached? Right. You know, I actually don't, because let's just try something here. L1 and twist. So we've locked it again, and I can still detach it. So I'm not sure if locking it has actually something you have to do. So that's how you take it off again. Yeah, you basically detach it. Hop in here again, press X again, and it's attached. So now it's attached, but I'm not going to lock it. I have liquid fertilizer in here. Now, I tried to drive over the sell point. I wasn't getting a trigger. However, if I have a fertilizer, I have a fertilizer tank here. Okay, so you don't have to lock it down. I can deposit liquid fertilizer into this base game Meridian fertilizer tank, like so, or refill from it, as you show here, as I'm showing here. So that works. The cell, everything, I'm going to drive over that. It wasn't popping up. I wasn't able to sell anything from this tank into this particular cell point. It could be because of the trigger height. The trigger height might be quite high on this. I'm not able to sell it to there. So it doesn't mean you can't sell anything. I'm just saying that particular sell point is not working for this tank. Right, so, I am getting a trigger, however, to that tank there, and I can overload into that. Right? So that's neat. I just filled this tank with it. Liquid fertilizer. Right. Okay, so you can fill it from another tank. Come on, let's get moving. Let's get that out of the way. How about liquid fertilizer in a sprayer? If I jump in here, I can fill liquid sprayer from this, as you can see, filling it up right now. That works. How about another tanker? This is a different tanker. This is the 82 Studio tanker. Can I transfer into there? Yes, I can transfer into there. So I think it's the sell point issue is the trigger height or something where the trigger is positioned somehow. And so let's get back into, where are we? Here we go. Slurry. Slurry. I have a BGA up here. Will we be able to deposit slurry from this tank into the BGA? Let's see here. That would be over here, I believe. And yeah, right away I get the I get the icon to fill with slurries. So that works. I also been able to fill a slurry spreader with this. And what else do we have? Oh yes, a slurry storage. So here's a slurry, base game slurry storage tank, and oh, right away we get the with the pop-up. So I think it was a problem with the sell point. You might have to look for an alternate sell point than the buy anything or sell anything sell point that I always use. So could be as you can see here, it's readily. So let's stop that. Can we fill? Yes, we can fill from it too. So, working very good. These are actually quite a bit easier to use than the grain containers that Hispano has. Although those work too, those work as well. But you don't have to lock it down. Not like the grain. For some reason, the grain containers you had to lock down. Let's unlock it. And just make sure that we're still getting the trigger pop up if I unlocked it. Yeah, so we can still, so you don't have to lock it or unlock it. Which is good, you just need to attach it or detach it. I'm not sure how it's going to work on a trailer that has straps. It might or might not work, although I'm not going to test that, but I wanted to be, it's really designed for this trailer and this crane. And like I said, if you have any questions about the crane itself, I have a separate video, a review video of that, and I have a separate review video for the trailers. But this should explain most about, as long as you remember that you have to match the trailer size to the tank size to the crane size, evens with evens and odd numbers with odd numbers. If you remember that, you'll be fine. As simply as that. Stick with odd numbers for trailers and tanks, and stick with, if you have an odd numbered tank, stick with odd number trailer and configuration on your crane. Vice versa. And there you have it. That's pretty nice that we have containers, tank containers now. Very good. That's Tank Containers by Hispano. 31.32 megabytes to download, and 11 slots for the largest one, 9 slots each for the medium and small one. Thank you all for watching. I'm Lonely Farm Guy, and remember, it's only a game. So till next time, bye for now.